For more on Afghanistan, we turn now to a former U.S. Army officer, John Nagl, now a senior fellow with the Center for a New American Security, a nonpartisan research organization that studies national security and defense issues. Mr. Nagl, thanks for being with us.
A pleasure.
You met with the commander of U.S. forces in Afghanistan last month, and based on what you saw, do you think that the additional U.S. troops will help stabilize the situation there?
I'm confident that they will. The problem right now in Afghanistan is that there aren't sufficient forces on the ground to provide security to the population, and that absence of security has allowed the Taliban to re-infiltrate. The new command in Afghanistan, under the command of General McKiernan, understands this. They have a plan to use these troops to provide security to the people, and I think that's going to make a real difference over the course of 2009.
Now, some of these troops that are now going to be dispatched will go to the capital city of Kabul. Is the situation so dire that we are possibly facing a fall of Saigon scenario?
No, I don't think so, not at all. The problem is, however, that we're so thin on the ground that some of the provinces around the capital are completely devoid of security forces. And what that's done, that security vacuum has allowed the Taliban to creep into those provinces and use them as a staging area from which to stage attacks inside Kabul. By putting troops around there, we're going to be able to push the Taliban further away from the capital, and then the security should spread outward from the capital in an oil spot that will, over time, provide security to most of Afghanistan.
And I know you believe that the Taliban control the night, I think, as you put it. What exactly does that mean?
In a counterinsurgency campaign, it's not enough to have security forces there by day, conducting patrols during the day, because at night, when those patrols retreat back to their forward operating bases, the Taliban creeps into the villages and threatens the people and tells them, don't work with the security forces during the day. It's not enough to be there on patrol during the daytime. We have to have enough forces on the ground to push out and provide security 24 hours a day. That's what we did in Baghdad in 2007. It's what we need to do in Afghanistan in 2009.
Is this a winnable war?
There's absolutely no doubt that additional American forces can provide more security now, and that an expanded Afghan National Army can provide more security for the long term. The enemy we're fighting is not popular in Afghanistan. The people there have lived under the Taliban. They don't want to return to that. We simply haven't provided them with a secure alternative. We're going to do that in 2009 with these additional American forces and over time with additional Afghan forces.
Mr. Nagl, we want to thank you for speaking with us this evening.
A great pleasure.